Kinetic Strike, Drop Troopers, Book 2, Rick Partlow spoiler review. Hello, welcome to the channel, Unity151. My name is Joe. I talk about and review space opera, military sci-fi, science fantasy or space fantasy, whatever it's called, books and audiobooks. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. I will talk about 5 categories that I personally like and I'll give them out of a whatever out of 5 stars. The categories are story and world building, characters first and second, you've got battles, machines of war, technology, I said it the other way around, that's spaceships, tanks, mechs, stuff along them lines. Then you've got aliens, the baddies, whoever the baddies or the aliens are, depending whatever, you know what I mean. This is a spoiler video, you've been warned, I said it earlier, I've said it again, I've got a link here and here somewhere, I don't know, if you want to watch the non-spoiler video. Basically same thing, I talk about the 5 categories, one video I go into detail, spoil the other one, I just tell you what I think, whether I liked it or not, go into no detail, vague. I listen to an audio and the picture's one here, I can't even remember what side I put it on. Yeah, so I'm going to read the summary, I'm going to tell you what I thought, if I liked it or not, and then I'll give you the categories of what I like. If you can see flies flying around, I'm sorry, it's dark, I've got my lights on, and there is loads in this room, sorry. Summary. The war made him a hero, now the Marines need him to be a leader. Cam Alvarez is a drop trooper, a warrior knight wrapped in the futuristic armour of a high-tech battlesuit, and he's one of the best. When he's promoted to sergeant and asked to become a leader, he faces a whole new challenge. The Marines are striking deep into enemy territory and the casualties are mounting. Cam is torn, knowing his job is to follow orders and carry on the battle plan, even if he doesn't agree with it. But his squad have become his family, and now he's being asked to lead his family into battle, knowing it will mean their deaths. Can a Marine squad leader come up with a better plan than the High Command? And will anyone listen to him? Grab the explosive second installment of Rick Partlow's newest military sci-fi series and find out more. Bang! Right. Okay. That's the summary. And it smashed the first book by miles. Absolutely did. Loved it. Just, I'm going off script now because I was rambling because it's what I do when I first think. The first book, second book. The first book, I felt like stuff was missing, could have been a little bit longer, a bit more detail, more action stuff. This one crushed it. It was a couple hours longer, and I think those 2 hours, 2 and a bit hours, whatever it is what was missing from the first one. Crushed the first one. I like the first one, love this book. Straight from the get-go, buy it. That's it, that's all I can say. Here's a link to the first video, spoiler or non-spoiler, wherever, I think it's there, isn't it? I'm going to talk about the 5 things I like, give it a star rating, go into a bit more detail. Again, it's a spoiler video, you've been warned. Story world building, good, I'm happy. That's what I can say with that, happy. So in the first book, the spaceships get smashed in space, trying to fight the planet while drop troopers down there getting slaughtered, trying to mess around, trying to make the shield go down, whatever it is. That's pretty terrible actually, what I said. Whatever way. So with this one, they've got a new plan. So you've got an Aussie man who's passing the story down like, right, okay, so, well, I can't do an Aussie accent. Wait. So the plan is we're going to look after the ships. So we make these cheap ships who are just going to take the troops, drop the troops on the planets or the wherever they're going, no air support, and just basically just chuck the military. Just go, drop troopers, just throw World War II, Russians, go. That's the military's plan now because they're looking, the ships cost a lot more money than what the troops do. So that's kind of like, that's their plan. Cracking plan, love it. God, couldn't get much better, military power going on there. So they plan to move their, forward operation base to the neutral neutral line, so they can start raiding the tawny planets, military outposts, stuff along them lines. First mission, no spaceships, off you go. As they're going down, the dropships are getting totaled. I think I'm doing this right. I do believe I'm doing it right. I'm pretty sure the first battle they had no spaceships covering them. I'm going to run with it. It was a good few weeks ago, actually probably about a month ago when I listened to this book. Got notes, but Anyway, ships come down, getting blown up. The spacecraft, you know, they're staying back. They're not helping. They're just launching them, dying. They come down. They send loads of them die, but they land. Right, it's cool. Bang, they hit the ground. The Tawny aren't prepared for them. Yeah, Tawny. The Tawny aren't prepared for them, but they're trying their best to fight. Cam and this other guy's solid, like this guy. They're down, killing the Tawny Marines or whatever. They've done them fighting, running around. Then all these women, because the women and men have to be separate, because the men come in or the women come in season, I think, or the males do. I don't know how it works. Whether way, the males get real randy, and they just kill each other or something like that. So they have to be separated. So the women and the kids are over here. They go into like the city or the little place, wherever it was. Which way? Oh, sleeves aren't full up. So then they go to where the women are. The women all running around trying to attack the suits, like throwing a few rocks and stuff. And it's like, oh, you know, the Marines, the drop troopers, they're not doing nothing. It's like, okay, cool, you know, civilian women, fine. You know, these crazy bitches, they start running out these, you know, straps of explosive, blowing themselves up, killing like this guy. Oh, I love this guy, this character. You know, this guy's going, training with Alvarez, and, you know, they're working little squad. He's real cool. There's a little bond going on there. I really felt the bond. He gets blown to pieces. I felt that, like, he was a solid character straight from the get-go. And it's like, no, I liked him. And then they're blowing everyone up, and then the Marines are like, oh, so they have to start shooting all these civilian women because they're blowing themselves up, and then they're stabbing the men. Or I don't think stab them, trying to stab them. Because they can't blow them up no more, they start carving their wrists up, like, and they're bleeding, like, rah, all these aliens are dying, and it's like just complete madness. From when the missions start, the ships are coming down, Alvarez is hacked into the system, seeing the ships getting blown up, and he's don't know if he's going to die or not die. So you see the sort of, I think he followed it, always in a spacecraft flying, whatever. He's seeing all this going on. They make it. There's fighting on the ground, chaos, and then these crazy alien women blow themselves up, and then they kill themselves. And fruitcakes. It was amazing. One crazy chaos fight, and I was all over that. Absolutely loved it. Just mad. You know, they lost a lot of troops doing this. Bit of politics and a bit of arguing and stuff. But Cam comes up with a new idea. Why don't they hijack a transport, get the transport, then just fly the Marines to where they want to go, undercover, come out, they knock out the AA turrets or whatever, then the spaceships can come, drop the troopers, then they don't lose no troopers, because they lost a lot of their troopers due to the AAs trying to land, obviously, you know, they're trying to land the AAs blew in pieces because the ships stayed back and didn't fire the shield because they didn't want to waste any ships. They'd rather just waste men's lives, people's lives, Marines' lives, men and women's. So with this plan, they hijack it, they come down, bang. It's like it's about 30 minutes worth of their time, because there's a timer ticking down until the rest of the Marines turn up with the ships. But I think it takes like a couple of hours through the storytelling, because so much happens. They land, they run around, they kill loads of these tawny aliens, kill the anti-aircraft people, characters die, main characters die. There's this giant machine at the end, there's a big final boss battle. Really cool, really good. Solid 4 out of 5. The whole story, I'm also going to talk about some other points and stuff about the story and that. Just the story as what happened beginning to end. Liked it, want to know more. Characters, first and secondary. Start with Cam. Strong, solid, same as before. Witty, sarcastic, like him as a character, really enjoy him. I hope he doesn't die like I like him, but if he does die, that would be quite cool in a way, because it kind of like end his story because it's done, boom. But same hand, I like him, and yeah. You got Lieutenant Ackley, I believe her name is, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there's Lieutenant Ackley. She was in the first one. She was a bit sort of blended with everyone else in the first one, but this one she stood out more. She probably wasn't so blended in the first one, it's probably because it was daft. But this one she stood out more. I noticed her, I liked her character. I'm pretty sure she dies. Dies at the end in a big boss battle. She gives it her all. She's a hard nut. She does really well, but she gets done in the end, I'm pretty sure. Hankel, he was cool. Liked him right up until he got blown to pieces. He was the guy who was, let's talk about Alvarez's mate, whatever. They kind of got a bit of a connection going on. I liked him. I felt the connection. It was really good. Dead as a dodo, that one is now. I mean, of all the deaths, his death is the one that I didn't feel it because it was a new character, but I did feel it because I started to feel the connection with him. You got Scotty, he's good. I'm pretty sure he's still alive. He is alive. Then you got Captain Covington. I think it's Captain Covington. He's good, like him. He's the old gruffy leader man. You always have a gruffy leader guy. Like him, solid character. You got Vicky. Vicky is in a different squad. I think a different squad. She's Cam's little lover. They get together. They're banging for a while. I'm pretty sure it even indicated that he would last for like 2 hours. And I think, cool, you're a stud. 2 hours worth of sex. Good on you, mate. They're quite interesting. They go bang off each other for a little while, story-wise, whatever. But they love each other in the end, and it all goes all right. I'm pretty sure she survives. She might die. I can't remember. Oh dear. And there you go. She either survives or don't. I think she survives. Pretty sure she survives. Only thing I would like is maybe some like more interaction with the aliens. The aliens are a bit of a mystery regarding like characters. I don't know if you could do a character like from the point of view of a character or something like that. That'd be quite interesting. Or just kill them all. I don't really care, I suppose. So that's it. That's it. 3.5 out of 5. I like the characters. They were good. Just not. There's only a few of them. But the few that you had were good. Apart from, I can't remember the guy's name, the one who got blown to pieces. Apart from him, he was the only one I really started to care about. I felt like he really did click with Alvarez. Alvarez is solid. The other guy clicked with Alvarez quite well, and then when he died, it's a shame because I feel like maybe he staying alive could have really built them two up a bit more. I don't know. But whatever way, that was still good. And 3.5 for me is still good. I like 3.5s. So that's I'm just rambling now. Battles. First battle I spoke about in the story. Epic. Absolutely loved the first battle. Really, really good. Second battle, really good as well. But the first battle was like, up here. So the second battle, even though it was good, it just didn't have the same dramatic effect for me. Not saying it's bad, it still was really good because you fight this like big mech thing and just giant ape creature which is like a digging machine but it's massive mech and it just smashes and blows everyone to pieces. Well, battle's really good, I can't really, what can I say? You got to see the space battles, you got to see the ground battles. I felt how dangerous it was for the troopers trying to get to the planet because, they had no defence apart from like some fighter planes. I felt that, so that I was immersed into the action that was happening, the fight, the top troopers they're trying to survive in their ships, and you got the pilots like, doing their best to like, don't steer these sort of things, trying to steer the pods, the shuttles down. It was good. The ground, space fighting, really, really good. Really, really enjoyed it. Ground battle's good, they smashed each other, then after they finally smashed the Tawny, then obviously the women come out, attacked them, blew each other up, killed each other, just crazy. Crazy first battle between, like I said, I'm going on again, space battle was good, you saw it, saw them trying to come down, that was really good, they landed, it was chaos, then they're running around, it's chaos, then they finally killed the aliens, it was chaos, then the aliens blew themselves up, it was chaos, and even though it was victory, loads of them died trying to get this victory, so you really felt a hollow victory. It was epic. The first one was absolutely epic. Second battle, they do everything, so they got to get the transport, and they get transport, get there, they land there. Tawny haven't got a clue that they're on the planet. They're killing the Tawny, they're blowing up some of the AA turret cannon things. Tawny still haven't got a clue, they're running, just sending people out first, they're getting slaughtered, but then they sort of like regroup, then they go on an offensive, start attacking the drop troopers. As the drop troopers are pushing them back, their numbers start getting whittled down because there's only, I can't remember how many there is there, there's a handful of them, well, probably more than a couple hundred. No, do you know what? I haven't even got a clue how many was there, I forgot. Whatever way, a load of them were there. I think about 20, because there was the drop troopers, There's a special force guys, Force Recon, I think they are. They all had different targets they had to do their jobs and stuff. That's the thing, you meet a few Force Recon guys, like the Force Recon guys, didn't even talk about any characters. There's one guy who's on Cam's back because he had to take him, help him around, really good. Whatever way, battles, they destroy some of the stuff, then this big ape comes out, robotic ape thing, smashes, kills some of the characters, they finally take it out, blow it up. There's a rookie who helps, can't remember who the rookie is, but the rookie helps. Good, solid, liked it, happy. So with all that, 4 out of 5 again. Good, solid battles all the way through. Training, little training, so good. Technology and the machines of war. The combat suits, they're about 3 meters tall. I'm pretty sure the way it is, your feet are at the knees, however it works. But they're huge, great machines, you know, big suits. They've got boosters, so they can sort of jump up real high, sort of hover a bit, not float, but hover, scout around, come back down. So a lot of fighting takes place. They sort of jump, see the enemy, go down, run around, shoot each other, jump back up again, shoot, get shot. It's interesting. There's a new sort of very dynamic way of fighting and stuff. They got big guns, they got rockets, they got all the weapons, you know. It's interesting. It's a very interesting battle. There's a bigger version of the suit. I can't remember what the suit's called. Very slow, bigger, more power. Captain Covington uses it at the end in the fight. So you've got 2 variants of suits, which is, yeah, it's good. Good, liked it. More detail. There's detail in the first one, but I feel like it's just more in this. It was just better, or I was more connected to it. So the suits, I like the suits. Got spaceships, salt ships, drop ships. I think it's drop, yeah. And then you've got the, I can't remember the fighter plane ships called as well. So you've got 4 different ships. Then there's another original ship which wasn't with this ship. I think that's Gardner. There's a new spaceship. So there's a new spaceship that they've made which carries everyone around because it's more cheaper to make. So the old ships I think are staying back to guard because they cost a lot more money. Tawny, they've got this big ape thing. It's got some like rockets and big cannons, but the cannons can't lock onto the Marines, like jumping around and doing what they're doing, so it's just blowing stuff up. It's quite interesting, this big doosh, doosh, poof. That's quite cool. I enjoyed that. The ideas and all these things are cool. I enjoyed them. 4 out of 5, solid, very happy with that. Aliens, who the enemy are? Well, they're just nut job, religious aliens, zealot things which worship ground or the planets. You know, there's nothing wrong with worshipping planets because we should look after our planet. But nevertheless, they do it because of their emperor. I think their emperor. Fruitcakes. Fruitcakes. They have some food they have to eat in a ritual way, and then the drop troopers use that. They attack like some food place or something like that to mess up the aliens. So it's interesting like that, you know, because they have to eat a food a certain way. So it's, you know, little things like that in the lore just builds the aliens quite nicely, really. When the temple was destroyed, which had the food in that they worship or have to eat in a ritual way, that's when they started killing themselves and crazy women, alien things. So again, more all these little details and stuff. More of this stuff really fleshes out these aliens because you don't. There's a little bit of talking in the first book. I don't think there's really much talking in this one of the aliens. So you don't really know much about them. So all this other information really does fill them out a lot more. From what I understand, from what Cam says about them, they've got dark eyes in like a bony brow, sort of set back. So they obviously got like a hollow eyes, like where eyes are here. They're obviously more hollowed. They have like mohawks. I think they naturally have mohawks. I don't think they shave them. They might shave them. Jaws like steam shovels. So I'm guessing they've got like wide jaws like this. Their ears and nose are set flat on their face. So they've got boxer noses and ears. And the ongoing theory is they're all connected to humans somehow. So they share a close DNA or something. And I think they think there's another alien species out there who must have done something to link the humans and them together. So it'd be interesting to find out what the story is, whether it'd be sort of like, oh yeah, some other aliens made them or done whatever, or it'd be a bit different. So I'm interested, intrigued on like where that's going and all of that stuff. So yeah, Aliens and the Baddies, I'll give them a 4 out of 5 again. They were good, they was very interesting. Well, this was a 4 out of 5 book. Solid, happy, first battle, epic, second battle was good. It was just overshadowed by how good the first battle was, but it doesn't take nothing away from the second battle. Just the first battle I just loved. Buy the book, it's worth buying the book, good listening, it was worth listening to it anyway. Of course, this is my own personal opinion. You may vary your opinions, whatever. That's it really, thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, comment, be cool. Get the book, it's worth getting the book. Get the first one, get the second one, get the third one, it's worth it. I'm getting it, do it, thank you, goodbye. This is a spoiler video, as I said earlier, so that's why you've been... Praising people. So this is my thing. I just did that in the middle of the video. Oh, fucks. Hankle.